This is two. Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers. Wembanyama outside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Castle.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Reeves outside. Here's Shaq. And the rejection by Wembanyama. About 1 minute into the first quarter. 4 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Inside. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Goes back up. Pass to Murray. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Hunter on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. They set the pick. The 17-footer. And Fox gets it to go.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Here's Reeves. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is why you got to clog up these lanes, because Reeves will rip right through them.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Back to Fox. That one goes. Count it.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Levine. O'Neal outside. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Here's Jonas. In the corner, O'Neal with it. 5 on the clock. Good defense by Wembanyama.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
The Kings trailed by 8. Now here's Levine. And the jam by Levine.
One of the best dunkers of this era. Levine loves to put on a show.
Outside, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Fox. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got 8 points. Outside, Levine. From downtown. Good on the triple.
You can see the work Levine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Outside, Green. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
It's the Sacramento Kings.
Just 5 on the clock. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Fox. And it's blocked. Levine deciding where to go with it. No good on the last second attempt there. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Spurs lead by 7. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Let's send it over now to the sideline for some news on Austin Reed. What are they telling you, Allie?
Well, I just talked with the Kings head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
Allie, thanks as always.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Monk outside. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Monk's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's impressive. When Monk is firing and hitting like this, watch out.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Portis. Nasty move, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special. Showing another dimension of his offensive arsenal. Man, is Harper fun to watch.
Monk with the ball, and it's Trent picking him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a new front office taking over in Sacramento, Richard, this past summer.
Not to mention first-time head coach Doug Christie taking over the sidelines, and significant change to this roster. It'll all be judged by the results on the floor as usual.
Over in the corner, Green. Harper up top. And Harper slams it in.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
And it's Mathurin missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition team foul. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Kings trailed by 5. Screen by O'Neal. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Mathurin missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For San Antonio, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Wembanyama. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Green. Pocket 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Outside, Levine. 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 7. Castle with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Wembanyama, a screen. Fires from deep. O'Neal with the rebound. Hunter, no one around him. Misses the 3. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs out in front, up by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Kings. 7-point differential. They host the 76ers after this game. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. They get it again. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Right side, Green. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Here's Fox. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
For San Antonio, they've been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. That's good from Barnes. San Antonio leading by 8. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Year, they've done a good job with those picks.
Right side, O'Neal. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Wembanyama slicing to the basket.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Fox, and it's sent back by O'Neal. The three, Levine, nailed from three-point land. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's Levine showing out with that high-arcing jump shot from the corner.
Wembanyama outside. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Down low. Hunter on the wing. Another three for Sacramento.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Outside Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 8 points.
Let me tell you guys what, I am happy I'm retired. I would not want to check Fox. This man is way too quick.
Outside Levine. No good on the three. Spurs leading by 4. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Murray. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Clark. Here's Eubanks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Harper with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Snatched up. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Mathurin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And the shot goes in. Trent got his first points of the night.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Carter looking around to the middle. A dunk by Achua.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Harper. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as well.
San Antonio, 46.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Spurs leading by 5. There's a screen. Here's Fox. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Fox has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for San Antonio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. It's Fox with the drive. A three from Wembanyama. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What willpower from Castle, fighting to get his team that second look at the basket.
The three, Levine sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
A three from Wembanyama.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
And Murray knows how to execute inside. You cannot give him these opportunities.
Wembanyama outside. Now Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. Just 5 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. The Kings trailed by 3. To the inside. Here's Murray. Hunter, the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. He can't get it to go.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Al Portis got it to go off the glass. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Reeves with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Shaq with the screen. From deep. The 3 goes down.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Talk about coming up big. Awesome to see Harper step up and deliver.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game.
Substituting on the court.
Now Monk fires the 3. It's off.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Now Barnes shoots the 3. Monk pulls it down. Here's the break. Now Eubanks. Driving in for 3. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
3 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
There's the screen. Knocked down the 3.
They say you can't measure clutch. Well, Monk, he's got it.
Outside, Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
He has the talent of the greats. It's just, can he dominate late game like all the greats have? Wemby getting it done.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Barnes outside. He drills the 3.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
.26 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Wembanyama. From outside, Knocks down the three.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what